Hey everybody, how's it going? Stabman coming right back at you, and today I'm going to be talking to you about actually a new Blu-ray box set that I got from Shout Factory, Scream Factory. It just recently came out and I decided to get it for Halloween because I love these movies. They finally put out a box set of the Rec movie series, which has all four of the, I just put five, but yeah, four of the Rec movies in it. And I was expecting, I gotta say first off, I was expecting it to be like maybe there's a slip cover on a Blu-ray case that has a 4-disc hub inside, you know what I mean? Like a little page thing for 4 discs of Blu-rays, right? I was expecting that kind of a cheap release, and what I got instead was... Can you hear that box? It's a proper box set. Look at that cavernous box there. And all four of the movies here. So, Rec 1. There was a lot more glare than this, but yes, there's Rec 1. There's Rec 2, Rec 3, and Rec 4. If you guys are not familiar with these movies, I highly recommend them. They are Spanish horror films. Spanish always do great horror films. Guillermo del Toro does great horror stuff. And he's not the only one, mind you. But I would say, like, in the 2000s, there was like a... I won't say like an explosion of Spanish horror films, but there was a notable rise, an uptick, a movement, one might even say, of Spanish horror films coming out that really were surprising everybody and were fantastic films. Good enough, in fact, that we started to see some like remakes in the United States, and some of them, like Rec, in fact, like this particular one, actually made their way to like U.S. video stores and whatnot, and some maybe even to some U.S. theaters. So, yeah, when I first found out about these movies, I really enjoyed them. I enjoyed the first one, and at the time that the first one came out, there was also Quarantine, which is like the U.S. remake of Rec, if you will. Wasn't really a fan of that, but I did like the original Rec here. And then there was a sequel where it was like a night and day difference between Quarantine 2 and Rec 2. Rec 2 is a fantastic movie. Quarantine 2 is just trash. Don't ever watch it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, absolutely love Rec 2. I feel like it's a great, proper sequel to the first Rec movie. But then they take things a little bit further with Rec 3. And at this point, this is where, I don't know if you can tell just by looking at it, but it definitely gets more of a Resident Evil feeling going for it, which is to say, like, Resident Evil started out as a certain kind of movie with the first one, and then they went to trying a different kind of thing for the second one, and the third one, completely different kind of thing as well, and then by the fourth movie they start getting more cheesy and stuff like this. This one is not quite cheesy, but it's a complete departure from the first two, and that it takes place at a wedding, and it's isolated, but it doesn't feel as isolated as the first two. And one of the reasons that the first two was so effective as a horror film is because it felt so isolated. So I gotta say, like, it didn't work as well as the others in that aspect, but everything else about it is fantastic, and it's a lot of fun. I won't say it's like the greatest movie ever, but it's definitely a fun movie and a good addition to the Rec series, right? So if the first two are like 8 out of 10, this is at least a 6.5, 7 out of 10, and I do definitely enjoy it. But then we get to Rec 4, and I loved this one because this is where, just like with Resident Evil, they went full cheese. They embraced the cheese. And it's so much fun. If you're a fan of like cheesy horror movies, movies that embrace the cheese factor, it's a lot of fun. Now, Granted, there's nothing quite original about this. Like I said, the first two movies take place in like a really claustrophobic kind of area, and so it has that going for it. And then the third one takes place at a wedding. This one takes place on a boat. Oh, who could have foreseen this one? Zombies on a boat. I don't think I've ever seen a horror movie with zombies on a boat before. That's a new one to me. Oh, wait. Or ghosts on a boat, you know what I mean? Just like horror movies with boats, not necessarily a new thing. Not at all. So, they embrace the fact that there's nothing original about this movie. They embrace it and have a lot of fun with it, and it works. The characters, the actors all do a very good job with this one, and the way it ends just leaves you wanting more. It ends, in fact, on like not really a cliffhanger per se, but on a scene that literally like says like there's gonna be more. There's gonna be another Wreck movie, right? And then, to my knowledge at least, we still haven't gotten another Wreck movie. We're still waiting on that one. I'm still waiting on that one, guys. Where is it? I want it. You got me all excited with the cheese factor in this one to see just how cheesy you can get with the fifth one. Don't let me down. Let's see it. So yeah, loved all four of these movies, and will be watching them again and again and again over the years. So very glad to be able to finally have them on Blu-ray in my collection. So I pre-ordered this, and the pre-order price was actually only $40. It went down to $40, and that was a fantastic price to pay, because that means I only paid $10 per title, and each title has its own special features on it, I believe. Wreck has audio commentary by writers and directors, making of Wreck, teaser and theatrical trailer, TV spot, interviews, behind-the-scenes footage. Wreck 2 has deleted scenes, behind-the-scenes featurettes, a walkthrough of the set, Wreck 2 on tour, Sitges Film Festival press conference, theatrical trailer. The third movie has deleted scenes, outtakes, theatrical trailer, and the fourth movie has the making of Wreck 4 Apocalypse and theatrical trailer. So, it's not like there's a whole lot of meat on the bones for any of these. The first two obviously have the most going for them when it comes to special features, but any of these would on their own basically be like Shout Select releases, which you pay about $10 to $15 for anyways, if not more. So, not a bad price to get them all four in this nice thick box, and it really is like, I don't know if you can tell, it's pretty damn thick. It's a really nice box. I was not expecting it to be in this really nice box here, so very happy about that. And by the way, also very happy that finally the Wreck movies are on a physical format in the United States on Blu-ray. This is the first time ever that the Wreck movies have all been on Blu-ray in the United States. Literally the first time, and the only way to get them on Blu-ray, so absolutely recommend getting this set. This is fantastic. A must-have if you like found footage. A must-have if you like Spanish horror films. Definitely recommend this one. This is fantastic set. Glad I picked it up. So yeah, that'll do it for me and my little review of the Wreck collection. Thanks for watching, you guys. Catch you later. Peace.